see any weaknesses with this team. Close quote. Bring us on, Cam. Bring us on, Cam. Bring us on camera. Dave Hellman. I've been waiting for this
and
conversation.
they call me biased.
I've been waiting for this conversation. I agree with Jason Witten.
What?
I do.
No weakness.
No weakness. Now, when I think about a weakness, I think about, do you have a player that will cost you a game? That is what I think about a weakness. Like, do you got a guy that will lose the game for you? Cowboys don't have a weakness. Now, their strengths might not be all that strong, but I don't think they have a weakness. You could say the cornerback opposite Trayvon Diggs, Mayshawn Wright. You could argue that that is a weakness, but that is the only thing that you better fix your lips to argue. Because even if Leighton Vander Esch ain't there, Anthony Barr is there. I don't want to hear nothing about that defensive line. The back end has been nice. Jaron Kearse has been in his bag, forcing turnovers, making big hits, all of the things. Offensively, don't speak to me about the running backs. Don't you dare speak to me about the running backs. Offensive line, you going to tell me them 3 Hall of Famers? Jason Peters, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, y'all only got to play 4 games. They can't be a weakness. Quarterback, Dak Prescott, number 1 offense in football. He can't be a weakness. Out there, CeeDee Lamb, he about to have, 1,300 yards? He can't be a weakness. So I cannot find, and I looked all over, and I couldn't find no weaknesses. Dave Hellman, I know you looked long and hard. Is there a weakness?
You already said it.
Which one?
You just glazed right over it like it wasn't a big deal. How can you not be worried about this secondary when you're about to go into a playoffs where you have to play Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, maybe Deebo Samuel? Am I missing anybody?
Hey, there you go.
The Cowboys secondary is a problem. And by the way, if you're really paying attention, the defense has been a problem since Thanksgiving. It ain't the unit that got them 4 wins when Dak Prescott wasn't there. Gave up 355 passing yards to Gardner Minshew.
350, yeah.
They gave up. They lost. The Eagles lost that game.
I'm gonna say it's 350. I'm just trying to.
All right. They gave up 318 to Trevor Lawrence. They even let Josh Dobbs look good against them. Like, Josh Dobbs played a great game in his first career start against this secondary. By the way, I know you don't want to hear about the defensive line, and I'm sorry. They got 3 sacks in the last 3 games.
That's a weakness. DeMarcus
They're
Ware.
30th in the league.
Micah Parsons.
They're 30th in the league over the last 3 games.
He just said Harrisburg a weakness.
They're not getting to the quarterback.
He just said a young bull.
He said the group. Parsons is a great, but the group.
They're all talented.
30th,
They're not getting sacks.
They got 50 sacks on the season.
They've got 3 in the last 3 weeks. I don't care that they got 7 against the Rams 2 months ago. Talking about the here and now, my guy. Look, this defense worries me. And, okay, even if you don't want to hear about the 3 sacks, which they have 3 in the last 3 games, that doesn't seem problematic to you. They were getting 5, 6, 7, 8
Here's my thing, Dave. I wish you was the defensive coordinator, Shad. I wish he was. I wish you would fix your lips to walk into the defensive meeting room and tell me the DBs that are number 1 in the league in turnovers are a weakness. I wish you would look at Trayvon Diggs and be like, hey, man, you're a weakness. I wish you would look at Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Ware, amongst others, and try to tell them that they are weak. I wish you would.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
DeMarcus
Ware is going into the Hall of Fame in a couple months.
He is.
I mean, but, like, are you – you ready for this? Are you watching the games?
Yes.
I'm watching.
They don't look the same. This unit doesn't look the same. It doesn't look as terrifying. We've seen the secondary get exposed in every game they've played. Again, was it Zay Jones just double moved the hell out of the Dallas secondary in Jacksonville? Was it Devontae Smith put Trayvon Diggs on roller skates in the red zone on 4th down?
What's the strength? Joy, he seems like a pessimist. He seems like a pessimist. Joy, you know I've heard this quote. An optimist will be right, and a pessimist, I don't know.
No.
What's the quote?
I don't know. This is your territory. I know it's in my brain, but I'm going to mess it up more than the pessimists are right. I don't know. I'm a realist, and this is the problem.
Oh, no.
He's right. He's right, and we still all feel like they're probably going to disappoint because it's the Cowboys. Think about it. If this team was called anything else.
Oh, if they didn't have a star on their helmet, I'd be like, yeah, they're at least getting to the division
very legitimate chance of making a run this year. They're 2nd in points per game, 9th in yards per game, 3rd down percentage. The defense, scoring defense, 6th in the league, takeaways 1st, sacks 3rd, even though they only had 3 in the last 3 games. We know they're capable of doing that. To me, a weakness is this whole part of your team is a disaster. It's a liability.
Okay.
You can't win with the product that you're putting on the field.
That's fair.
I say all this to say I have absolutely no faith in the Cowboys whatsoever this year, but They have everything they need to win a Super Bowl. If this wasn't called the Cowboys, we would not say that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to sound like I'm supporting the Cowboys here, because really what I'm saying is y'all have no excuses. Every single year it's something. You have a Super Bowl winning coach. You have a legitimate quarterback. You have a great run game. The offensive line isn't a problem. You have a great defense. You have a decent secondary. Since we don't want to say good.
I can tell I'm too.
The wide receivers are capable.
I'm too close because everything she's saying, I'm like, yeah, but like, are
What
they?
is this? Yeah, but because it's the Cowboys and
Yeah,
you don't
maybe.
want to go out on that ledge. I'm with you. I'm sober off Cowboys juice. I hear you. I'm just saying,
Dumping this
every
out.
year the Cowboys, all Cowboys fans are telling me I'm a hater. Go do it. What do you need? What else do you want? You're being greedy. What else could you possibly want?
I
if you're
haven't
if you're
heard
the
from
Cowboys?
you yet, Shady, but I have heard that an optimist will be successful and a pessimist will be right.
That's it.
There it is.
There it is. 2-5.
I'm always optimistic.
Cowboys got weaknesses, big dog? If so, what is it? Who is it? Where is it?
They do, right? They really, really do. Now listen, look. I'm gonna piggyback what he said first before I give you who I think is the
sir.
true issue weakness, right? Now talk about the defense. They did give 40 points up to the Jaguars.
That happened.
They did give 30-some points up to a backup quarterback.
That happened. Gardner
That
Minshew.
did happen.
That did happen.
But that's just for his argument. But for my argument, it's all with the quarterback, Dak Prescott, right? He can be the Dak Prescott that's like, bang, 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 touchdown, 52 points, leads the, since he's been back, he has the most with 30 points a game. He can be that Dak Prescott, or he can be the Dak Prescott that's only played in, 11 games, has 14 points, tied for the most picks in the NFL. He could be the Dak Prescott that in the last 6 games, he's thrown a pick in every one of them games. Like, you guarantee things in life. You're gonna die. That's just part of it. And
Dak taxes. Taxes too.
Oh, tax. That's another one.
Unless
And
you're
you go on, and Dak gonna give you some picks. When you look at it, right? All the times that Dak threw picks, they won games, right? They beat like the Texans, the Titans. You know, they came back and beat them and won them games. But the other good teams, you can't do it. The good teams, you can't throw picks and win. Let me give you this stat, because I know y'all love stats, right?
Love big stat guy.
He loves stats.
Big stat guy.
I love stats.
Eagles, Niners, Vikings, those are all playoff teams, right?
sir.
They're 26-0 this year when they win the turnover battle. So that means, Dave Hellman, that if your boy or your boys, they throwing these picks, they're going to lose to the good teams. And the weakness I see with the Cowboys is Dak Prescott. It's which one? It's more like not even a weakness, it's a question mark.
Fair.
You're going to play good, right? Smart with the ball, efficiently, or you're going to be the Dak that, 11 games, 14 picks, the most in the NFL. Talk to me.
That's the beauty of it, though. Like, he's both in every game, and they just keep winning.
Let me say it again, because he didn't hear me.
He didn't hear you.
He's
Those
both.
three teams.
26-0. Eagles, Eagles, Niners, Vikings. When they win a turnover battle,
He threw a pick 6 to your Birds and beat them. That happened. Full strength.
turnover battle.
Full strength defense.
Wait, turnover battle. Right?
making
We didn't
sure
win
you-
that one. Y'all
making
did.
sure you remember
Our
that.
quarterback had 4 turnovers?
3, and then the opposite.
3, yeah, so y'all won that.
Dak doesn't play those guys. All Dak does is bomb away for 52 yards to T.Y. Hill.
Well, hold on. I
all
thought they
good.
had weaknesses.
No, they do. No, notice, I didn't spend any time talking about their offense. They got one of the best offenses in the league.
We gonna see.
Let me ask you this then, Dave. In all seriousness, if I look at the rest of the NFC, I don't see the Cowboys having a weakness that is worse than any other team.
No, that's true.
You're like San Francisco 49ers. Opposite Travarius Ward, they have Lenore at cornerback. That's the weakness. If you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, and if Chauncey Gardner-Johnson doesn't come back, Reed Blankenship and Josiah Scott. Those are the weaknesses. Nickelback, safety. If you look at the Minnesota Vikings, their infrastructure is a weakness. Not an individual, but the infrastructure. If you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their infrastructure is a weakness. Clearly, you can say they don't run the ball, but the infrastructure of running the ball is a weakness. The New York Giants, they don't have any playmakers not named Saquon Barkley. Whoever makes it in as that 7th seed, y'all know how many weaknesses the Lions or the Packers have. So when you level the playing field and you say, compared to all these other weaknesses, that's why I'm with Joy. The Cowboys don't have any weakness compared to anybody else.
Joey put it perfectly. It's because it's the Cowboys. I don't trust them. They are not deserving of trust. They have as good of a roster as you could expect a team to have at this point in the year. I think the Niners and Eagles have better rosters. The Cowboys don't have a debilitating problem that should keep them from advancing.
Impressive.
But
Me
they're,
too. Can I do
they're the
first?
Cowboys, though.
You go first.
So wait.
Why should I trust them?